frying, the fried flavor, as well as like a steamed boiled, so it's not too heavy. While that's while that's cooking, does anyone have any questions? Nothing at all. Okay. The other things that will go in here are the obviously the cauliflower and then the tomatoes, the peas. As soon as these potatoes are a little bit more cooked, we're going to add, you can write this down, we're going to add cumin powder and coriander powder. And at the end, we're going to garnish it with garam masala and a little bit of coriander leaves.
So cumin powder and coriander powder.
Yes, cumin and coriander.
Coriander leaves. I don't have a pan.
Yeah, garam masala.
So what's that powder? Coriander powder.
Stir it, make sure it's not sticking, and just do the same thing again. Put that water in, and then cover it. You don't want to make your preparation too oily, but at the same time, if you cut back on the oil, then your vegetable, if you're stir frying, your vegetable will tend to stick a lot. So it's, you definitely don't want to put too much oil, it just becomes unedible at a certain point. And you want that oil there to make it actually palatable, as well as to be able to cook it easily. So it's just finding the balance between the two. This is a very basic, very basic vegetable. But there's certain principles that are going on that covers all your cooking. So this is for dry vegetables, this is usually how you do it. And Prabhu has been showing you the sauces. So that's a basic sauce. And that's depending if you're using coconut milk, if you're using cashew paste, if any base sauce, that's how you do it. And this is a base dry vegetable. Again, you can apply these same things to any vegetable. These are you can add cabbage in here. You could do this for broccoli. You could do it for basically any vegetable. Okay. So once those potatoes are cooked, make sure you check them. I would prefer that everybody uses their fingers to check. Just get them wet with a little bit of cold water, and then you can actually touch them quickly without burning your fingers. Just an easy way of checking. If you check with a metal spatula, then you can't actually feel if they're cooked or not. They'll just cut right through it. So you want to add your tomatoes in. Cauliflower. Cumin. Coriander.
This powder called cumin and coriander in the beginning
Okay. Actually, for the chachuris, it's better to use roasted cumin powder. So you roast the cumin beforehand, then you grind it. It just gives a better flavor to the vegetable. Could you grab me a lemon in there? Say it again? If you could cut it? Okay, perfect. And a squeezer, a lemon squeezer.
So can we like this,
Salt as well. So when you put the cauliflower tomatoes in, Along with the cumin and coriander, you want to put salt as well. Yes, say it.
Like
Yeah, when you remember. The cauliflower is already cooked, so what's happening is that you just really want to cook those tomatoes and kind of just blend everything together. Let the cauliflower absorb the flavor. Give it a minute or so and then we'll garnish it and it's finished. Peas.
so the tomatoes are kind of half cooked.
Tomatoes are fully cooked. They're already breaking apart. Once the tomatoes start breaking apart, then they're good. The idea is that in a chachuri, everything shouldn't mash together. They should have all their own shapes still. So when you garnish a prep, you turn it off. You want to put some sour in there. Coriander. Be real careful on the garam masala. Just want to put a really little about. Stir it up. And you're good to go. Yep. Again, it's a very basic, very simple vegetable. Be careful of any burning at the bottom. It tends to darken the vegetable more. But that's about it. It's as simple as you get. Anything? Yep.
I forgot to watch. You also put the red chili powder there?
No, I did not put any red chili. No.
So for vision, I was thinking this was garam masala.
That was garam masala, yeah. So you garnish it with lemon, garam masala, and coriander leaves. Just one point. There's around 4 or 5 steps to cooking any prep, whether any cuisine, any prep, anywhere in the world, they follow the same basic rules. Is your preparation, your chop up, how you cut the vegetables, how you prepare the vegetables, your seasoning or your chaunts, the way you cook your vegetables, whether they're boiled, whether they're fried, whether they're stir fried, so seasoning, the way you cook, and then you garnish at the end. 4. Those 4 steps is basically your preparation in a nutshell. And no matter what it is, whether it's a sauce, whether it's a dry subject, then you have those 4 steps always. Preparation, how you prepare your vegetable, how you cook your how you season it,
It's all there, those spices.
how you cook it, the technique, and then the garnish at the end. Those 4 things make up a full preparation. And without, I mean, obviously without cutting, then you can't have it. But then the garnish at the end, without one or the other, doesn't work. So the garnish is just as important as any other step within the preparation. Whether it's as simple as just coriander leaves at the end, whether you put some lemon, the garam masala, something that has to freshen up give it some, you know, that last flavor that's not cooked. The garam masala, something to spruce it back up again. Yep. Right.
Can somebody just give me a line?